is what happened to the 3 ninja pigs. Hey guys, Karam and I were just reading a book because one of the challenges we have for you this month for Champion Month is to do a reading challenge. Alright, I've got a bit of a calendar here to kind of help me keep track. I'm going to put a link for you guys so you can use the same calendar if you want. We're going to try and read every day throughout this month. Well, I am. You guys don't have to do the same exact challenge. There's different challenges on here. You can read a book in a week. You can read at least 15 minutes every day. You can read a story about whatever the theme is each week. Or you can read out loud, like I did to Caramel. You can read magazines. It doesn't have to be books. You can do an audiobook, which is something that gets you reading. I would challenge you to do something that might be a little beyond what you'd normally read. Maybe a book that's a little more difficult to read. Maybe a subject that you don't normally look at. All right? So do some reading. You don't have to do every single one of these challenges on here. You could even, figure out a challenge that works really good for you. But the idea is to be reading. I want you to read at least a little bit, quite a bit this month. All right? So that's the challenge from Sensei Deb, is that you guys do extra reading. Now, if you're, advanced, you've been reading for years and years and years, you guys got to figure it out, no problem. But for the little ones, parents, feel free to have them participate as much as they can. If they're really little but learning their letters, as you read through maybe like a picture book or an easy reader, have them find that letter. Like, okay, you get to find all the letter R's in this story. Or if they're beginning to learn sight words, you can have them find one of the words in the story throughout the whole thing. And especially if they decide they want to read out loud, go ahead and let them make up a story based on pictures too. Like, as long as they're looking at what they're getting their brain thinking about it, that's what we really, really want. So, it might be fun to try reading out loud. It's one way to build confidence for yourself so that you can speak well, present yourself well. It's okay if you read to someone easy like Caramel. Caramel's great because if I read out loud and I say a word wrong or I get the names mixed up, he doesn't laugh at me. He just kind of listens real politely. So feel free to read to a plush or a doll, or could be a different favorite toy. You can read to your pet, right? You can read to a sibling or parent, grandparent, friend, whatever works for you, that's okay. All right? So, I'm looking forward to hearing about some of the books that you guys are reading this summer. I'm always on the lookout for a good book. I read all the time anyway, but sometimes it's nice to find out what other people are reading that I might not have thought of. So as you guys are reading these books, I'd love for you to comment down below and tell me some of the books, because then I might be able to find a good read that I might not have seen otherwise. So if you do use the calendar, don't feel super intimidated by it. I put a whole bunch of things on there to give you ideas. You don't have to do every single one of them every day. All right, so do what you can, do some extra reading, find some fun subjects, and, try and learn something new this summer. All right, so have fun reading.